Hey guys. Hey everybody. Hey Nunya. Yes, I can see you. Absolutely, I can see you. Yep. I would never get rid of Nunya. I would never block you. Are you kidding me? Never that. But no problem. At all. Not a problem at all. It's okay if you're not able uh to chime in, but yes. Um You're not blocked on any channel of mine. You are well, so this is my main channel, right? And um you are absolutely not blocked here, and you dang sure ain't blocked on my backup. In Interloper Nation, I just started it, and you're definitely I don't have think I have anybody blocked on Interloper Nation. But I also started my Screwed and Chopped and my mystery channel. So no, you're good, hun. But I will double check the other channels just to make sure all is well, and just to make sure that just to confirm that for you. So hey, True Seeker, what's up, guys? Listen, I wanted to do this live because I want to talk about something that is financial related, okay? And if there's anybody in the building that is good in finances, please don't hesitate to chime in on this conversation, because I'm going to pose a question for you. And as you all know, I live a very uh, it's a different type of lifestyle than what others may live. And let me see here if I can start Kim. Hey guys, I'll go ahead and go on Cam today. Hold on. Let me get my hair out my way, y'all. Let me get my Caucasian hair out my way. Okay. I had to get the Caucasian hair out the way. All right. So it's basically, it comes down to this. So I've got some questions, financial questions, and I wanted to throw some things out, y'all's way. Okay. So here's the thing. Let's say that you come across $100,000, okay, for whatever reason, whether it was a bonus that you got, whether it was money that you've saved up, whether it was whatever, a check, maybe someone passed away, you received life insurance money, whatever the case may be, okay, let's just round it off to 100K. Now, my question to you guys is this. Number one, what would be the first thing that you would do with that money? Would you go on a vacation? Would you do something like that? Or would you try to do something that really matters with that money? Well, me personally, I feel like I know that I would do something that matters with that money. And I'm definitely not a financial advisor. None of the information discussed in this video is to be taken as such, okay? We're just talking about strategies. Now, the very first thing that I would do if I got 100K is I would buy a home, because buying a home is the best investment that you could ever have. And here's, a bit of a dilemma I think that some people may be in. You never know, it could be me. And thus questions that I have. So, I could take 100K, you could take 100K, and you could go put a nice down payment on a new home and have a mortgage. I mean, you may still be working right now and have 20, 30 more years to work, right? You could take that 100K and put a down payment on a mortgage, and be wound up in a mortgage for the next 30 years. Now, just keep in mind, I'm 43. 30 years from now is 73. And to be frankly honest with you, uh, I live with a brain tumor and I've lived with it since I was 26, 27. Mainly 26, right before my 27th birthday. But the point of the matter is that, um, okay, hold on so, hold on, because Nunya has been around these parts for a while, and I don't play around with blocking. Okay, I do not play around with that stuff. And so Nunya, I will check that right after this live. I can assure you of that, and I will resolve that. You are not to be blocked on any of my channels. You are welcomed on all of my channels. So we'll figure this out. I'll figure it out. All right. Okay. So let's say that somebody hands me 100K. I could either go get a mortgage, and have to deal with, oh, did I ever owe the IRS any money? Because they're now putting blocks in if you owe them anything to stop you from buying homes. Okay. And that's just the proof. That's just the point of the matter. Now, if you live in the states of Texas or Florida, if you owe the IRS any money, they cannot take your home from you. Just throwing that knowledge out there. Now, I could go do this and think I'm going to live till I'm 73 years old, but the probability that I may not survive to be 73 years old is definitely higher for me than for others, unfortunately. But let's be honest, how many people live to be 73 these days? 75. How many people are even living to get their Social Security that they paid in their entire life? They're saying that by 2029, there will be no more Social Security. So, all this money that we're all paying into Social Security, okay, um, is very possible that we won't have Social Security, okay? We will not have it. Now, I'm going to go ahead and throw up a banner real quick just because, I don't really want to be on camera right now. So I'm sure you all can appreciate that one. It's very nice and very calming. Okay. But let me just, let me continue. Okay. So what would you do? Well, I've had a few ideas. I wanted to throw it out there, and I really wanted to get the advice of those of you that may, be good with finances or whatever. I'm not too shabby. I've managed to save some money over the years, and I'm a 43-year-old woman, and I've been in this career field of IT, very specialized in IT, um, for since I was 20 years old. I got my MCSE, which consists of 7 tests, very difficult tests, the hardest test that you all could ever take. If you want to talk about SAT, let me put y'all in front of a test to get your MCSE. First of all, there's 7 of them you have to take in order to get it. I did it in 2 weeks. Not only did I get my MCSE in 2 weeks, I then got my MCSE plus exchange, and the exchange piece of it is was a two-part test. Actually, I have 3 exchange certs, but the MCSE plus exchange architecture and implementation, that was 2 tests that I took in 1 week. So in a matter of 3 weeks, I had my MCSE plus exchange cert. And so I say that because I'm no stupid lady, but I can honestly say, yes, I have bought a home before. I've had a home before. 2008 happened, 2009 happened, and it things happened, right? But here's my thing. I don't see what the value is in, because let's keep it trill. how many of y'all will ever see a check for 100K or for 50K? It's not many of us that will. But if we want, and the reason I say that is really to buy a home in the city of Dallas, you need about 300K. You know, you could find one for about 200K, sure. You could even find one for 150, but I promise you the one for 150 is not going to be in the greatest neighborhood. Now, lots go around 25K in South Dallas. And if you want to go buy a lot in South Dallas, go for it. But that's not me. And it's not even about me being better than anyone else. It's just that there's levels to this shit, and I choose to live the way I want to live, and it is what it is. I don't want to live around a bunch of crackheads and hood rats. That's just not what I envision. Okay, now I feel like it would not be in my best interest to sit out here and go get some 30-year mortgage or even a 15-year mortgage. Again, 15 years from now, I may be dead. Okay. I feel like cash is the only way to do it. I do everything cash. And that's been my way of living for a long time now, for years actually. I do everything cash, cash, cash. Oh, shoot. Shout out to Just My 5 Cents, baby. How are you doing? It is so good to see you, man. You know what? It is so funny you dropped through. I was literally just thinking about you not even 2 days ago. Kid you not. I'm really glad to see you. I hope you're well. I really do. I hope you're well. Let's get in contact with each other and let's catch up. But y'all, Just My 5 Cents. Um, she has been around for a long time, and you guys remember the pajama party, right? Yeah. Shout out to Just My 5 Cents. It's really good to see you. Okay, so the reality is that I'm not, am I married? Sure. Is it possible that I could be divorced 5 years from now? Sure, it happens, right? I will check my IG. I sure will. It happens. You know what I'm saying? It just, you never know what may happen in life. And so my thing is, I think for Lee Q. Of course, I care about my mate, but at the end of the day, I really do care about Lee Q, because sometimes your mate not may not even care about you the way you may care about them, right? So you always have to look out for yourself. And I'm not saying that's my situation. I'm just talking in general. But my thought process on this is, let's say that I get a 50K check or a 100K check, okay? Or cash or whatever. One of the ideas that I've had is to buy a couple of acres in the country, put a tiny home on the property. Of course, it would have to have electric, water, all that stuff. You may be able to find some acreage that has utilities running to it, and in some cases you may not. It just depends. But my thought process is, pretty much, hold on, okay, to make sure we don't lose that there. But the thing about it is, like, okay, I could put a tiny home on, so I could buy 5 to 10 acres of land in the piney woods of East Texas for 10 grand. I may even be able to find it cheaper than that, to be honest with you. There are some places where you could get an acre for $500 or 1,000 even. I'm not kidding you. And so, and or you may be able to get those acres in forms of trade where you would allow people to let their cows or their animals utilize your land to eat. That can make the price a little bit cheaper too. And so I've thought about that and putting a tiny home on it and then building a barn dominium. Because, see, here's the thing, I pay cash for the land, I pay cash for the tiny home. I work from home. I don't need to be in someone's office, right? So those items are paid for, meaning I don't have a mortgage and I don't have a rent. I don't have monthly rent payments either, right? So every month, all that rent money that we pay in the city, it's not uncommon for many of you to be paying, especially in Dallas, $2,000 a month for your rent in this city of Dallas. I was looking at places, nice places. They're going anywhere, even one bedrooms, 1,400 all the way up to $2,500 a month. That's just for an apartment. And I just am not going to do that. I freaking flat out refuse to do that. Flat out refuse. I'm not going to do that. That is literally $24,000 a year that you are giving away and you're paying someone else's mortgage, okay? Do you know what you could do with that 24K? Now, let's say that for 50K, I bought 10 acres of land and a tiny home, right? Well, okay. I may have been able to get that tiny home for 10K and the land for 10K, which leaves me 30K profit or 30K cash or potentially 80K if I got a 100K check, right? And so you live in the tiny home while you build your home on the property and the acreage that you just bought. And let me show you what I'm talking about in regards to what I'm talking about building. I'm talking about building something called a barn dominium. And I'm going to show you guys this. Now, I've already been looking into this for several months. I've talked to some of you about this. And basically, um, barn dominiums, I can get the skeleton of a fairly large, we're talking here, I'll even give an example of this one right here because I know this one specifically would cost, hold on. Matter of fact, let me just do this for you guys here. Shout out to Shout out to, who is this? Texas Best Construction, okay? Now, this particular barn dominium, the way that basically what happens when you build a barn dominium, you build the skeleton first, right? The outside of it, of course, they lay the foundation and the walls and the windows and the doors and the roofing, all of those things, what we call or referred to as the skeleton. And um, of course, you can get one of this size for about 30 to 40K to get the skeleton built. Okay. And a lot of things come with that. But so you're living in the tiny home. Your land's paid for, your tiny home's paid for. You're not paying rent or mortgage. So that means that every 2,000, the mortgage or the rent I was going to pay, 1,500 or $2,000 a month, means I don't have to put it into someone else's hands. I can put it into my barn dominium and build it out. So basically, that's a guaranteed 2,000 a month savings to go towards me building out my barn dominium. Y'all get where I'm going with this? Now, that is an option I'm considering. I'm also considering an option of buying a home in a town around where I used to grow up at. I wouldn't buy it in the town. I would buy it on the outskirts of the town. Um, but that's a possibility too. And I'm talking about paying cash for it because I can find a 3-bedroom brick house in the town I grew up in for 50K. The thing about it though is that it's been 50K for 5 years. So my appreciation ain't going to be much. And it's very slow to appreciate in value. And frankly, I could do that. And I could also build a barn dominium, it would be paid for cash, and I'm not paying rent or mortgage or anything. The land's mine, the home's mine. So then I could turn around and build a barn dominium, you know, in the yard, even make a whole street and make it an Airbnb and rent it out if I wanted to. But I would be very interested in lakefront. I'm interested in lakefront property at this point because, hell, I think that I could do that. Now, let me show you a barn dominium that's been finished and just put you guys up on, some game. And you guys check this out.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. And today we have a special treat for you guys because we're here at the Hill County Barndominium. And we have basically been working here for the last 6 or 7 months to get this
I'm just
barn
going to
dough
let y'all see a
ready.
little bit of
And
this,
our
okay?
clients are going to be moving in any day now, probably as soon as we're done here. Yeah. But this is my lovely wife, Brandy, and I'm Josh. And so, how many square feet we got here?
2924, I believe.
2,924 square feet. We got
4 bedrooms, a couple of flex spaces that would maybe an office or workout rooms.
yeah, some homeschool or office rooms, anything pretty much. There's a lot of options. We're going to get into the details here and showing you guys, but it is a single story uh, steel frame for the main frame, as well as a 2x6 studded wall construction on the wood frame side, fully wrapped with the exterior sheathing that we use. And we can't wait to take you guys inside. But first, we want you guys go with us and help us to remember some of the good times we've had here on this build. Let's get it going.
Now, as you see, they can build them fairly quickly, okay? These get built really quickly. Now, I'm not sitting here saying that this is going to protect you in a tornado, okay? But could you potentially put bricks around that? You sure could, maybe. But I want you to see the inside, okay? And they're about to show it. So y'all just bear with me because I've got some more to show you.
All right, guys, welcome. Here we are at the Hill County Barndominium, and we're just excited for you guys to be here and show you this finished product in this big open space that we got here.
It's a great room.
Yes, it is. And about 1,000 square foot of open concept that we have in this space. Now, a couple things I should mention is early on in the planning stages when we actually started doing some of the construction, some of the initial plans showed just a 14-foot high vaulted ceiling in this space, like a cathedral style. They actually wanted us to center up on the plans with the fireplace. But one of the things that I talked to the clients about, and they were kind of emphatic about or excited about the raising the ceiling, is going with the actual construction, going with the purlin lines that we had for the roof ridge lines. And by doing that, it gave a lot more openness in here and a lot more height as well. The peak is somewhere like 20 to 23 foot as opposed to having just a 14 to 15 foot peak height. So, which gives you a big open space.
That's really nice and open.
And they like to go hunting and all this kind of stuff. So there's going to be mounts all over the walls in here, which is, like I said, they were real excited about that. So a couple key features about this fireplace is the hearth itself has some keystones in here. that are in here from the original homestead uh, piers. These are sandstone, hand scraped or hand made to make piers for the original homestead. So that's a unique piece of information. And we were actually able to find a stone that matches this.
Yeah, it matches perfectly. I thought.
So, what is the name of this? It's like a moss.
Hey, I had to pause this for a second because I seen Betty drop in. Listen, yesterday we thought we had Betty on the on the platform, but Betty came through, dropped some comments underneath, and she let me know that was not her. Okay, that was not the Betty White that this Betty White. Okay, so she said that was not her. It was a different Betty White. So I don't know what to say on that, but that is what it is. But I told Betty I would clear that up in my next live. You are quite welcome. Absolutely. All right, guys, let me finish showing you this. And I've got some other pretty amazing things I want to show you. Let's kind of get past this. I don't care too much about the fireplace, but
Key features you can tell us about here.
Well, our clients had quite a few personal things that they'd like to incorporate into their build. One being this amazing chandelier that they had. They got from a family member that had it made
and the truth
60
of the
years ago
matter
in
is,
Mexico.
guys,
It's
you can put
hand-formed
whatever
glass,
chandelier you
and it's
want,
got a lot of beautiful
right?
decoration and
You don't
ornate
have to have
detail
these
to it.
Yeah, look
people,
at the detail.
they don't have to build your kitchen. They don't have to build anything. All they have to do is build the shell, and you can take your sweet time while you're living in that tiny home. You can take your sweet time building out the inside of your barn dominium once the shell has been uh, created. And I'm going to show you guys quite a lot, so y'all just bear with me here. But let's watch a little
With our
more of this.
electrician because this thing is super heavy. So, they didn't make them light like they do these days for your Amazon deliveries and UPS. There's a lot of things we can talk about in here.
Yes. So the countertops are Delicatus Gold. It's a level 2 granite. They're beautiful. They've got a lot of colors that play into some of our copper accents.
Better
The
than a
cabinets are
lot of
stained a
homes
dark
I've
walnut,
seen,
and
right?
they're a shaker style cabinet.
Which I
Yeah.
think is
And
pretty
I'm
They're
just
wood.
going to
sweet.
kind of skim through this
Size
and
of
show
itself.
you
But
guys,
overall, and way up there
vaulted
is lighter
ceilings.
on this side and a little bit of the
Look how
darker on
large
that
it
side.
is.
Storage, and then
Let's keep
back here
going
on this
here.
side, you can room back here, which divides between the other optional rooms, which is a fully, full bath, uh, tile
For
shower,
me, I will
and
be putting
of
a
course,
sauna in
this is the
mine.
level
I
one granite that
promise
we
you
have
that.
here, and the wall colors
I love the
in this
concrete
area,
floors.
Gray stone.
gray. You'll see on the other side later where we had some gained storage space over there, well as a full guest bathroom and fixtures in there, as well as
We're
having
just
here.
kind of going
Really makes
through.
for
I
the
love that
space.
sink.
The
That's the
washer and dryer, which I think we're actually
washroom.
going to be delivering some of this today. And then all of the cabinets,
Beautiful, right?
really nice. Here, which is a double barn.
But just know, again, you can, you don't have the companies that you hire, they don't have to build the inside, okay? They don't. And you can do it and customize it however you want. Now, I want to show you some other things here, okay? And I'm telling you, when I do mine, I'm going to have a sauna. I kid you not. I'm going to have a sauna in my barn dominium. All right, let me hold on. I want to give you kind of a more overview here. Let's just kind of give you, let's see here if I can find one that has like, And guys, you can do this for less than $100,000, okay? Let me show you this one.
All right, as you guys can tell from these pictures, we have a very special barnuminium to show you today. This is a two-story barnuminium. It is 4,000 square feet living area, and it is just outstanding. So let's go check it out.
Let's do. let's
All right,
do
so
it.
we have the blueprints right here. These are not the full prints. If you want this full set of prints, you can contact pristineplants.com and they will sell you a sticker with the whole theme of this barnuminium. You will also notice the painted custom cabinets, granite countertops, floating shelves on the wall, and of course, all the exposed metal. The trusses, we have a continuous roof on this one, so the trusses are exposed. The cable railing is made out of 2x2 square tubing, and the cables are 3/16 stainless steel. The fireplace has a cover on it
Isn't
that's
that
made out of
beautiful?
pure metal, and it's kind of rustic, which I think it looks amazing.
I love
The
it.
other thing you will notice about this
Look
barnuminium
at
is how
that.
many windows
I
it
love that.
has. The entire idea for this barnuminium was to be able to see outdoors. This barnuminium
Absolutely.
sits right on top of a hill,
Mm.
so the view from this barnuminium is pretty spectacular.
And you can even build internal walls in here if you didn't want the open space. You can do so much for under 100,000, guys. It's gorgeous. And that's just a small just example, of the very many versions of these. I love those deep sinks too. Isn't that beautiful? You got a sink here and you got a sink over here.
As you can see, we have a hallway that goes the entire length of the barnuminium. On the main floor, we have 3 bedrooms and 3 bathrooms. Two of the bedrooms have their own dedicated bathrooms, and the other
Wow.
bedroom shares its bathroom as a hall bath. As you guys know, all of our homes are custom built, so all these slides were selected by the customers, and I think they did a really nice job decorating this barnuminium.
Hmm. It is gorgeous, ain't it? Under 100K? Huh. Turn this down just a touch. Look at that. Look at that king size room there. Enough room for a sitting area. But for me, I'm going to have a complete
Here you can
sitting
see the other
area.
master bathroom. The backsplash to me is just outstanding. We took this backsplash from the countertop all the way to the ceiling, and you can also see that there is a window to let in some natural light from the outside.
Mhm. You got your dual sinks. Let's just keep kind of going here. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? I love that shower. I love the all black. The black flooring, the black walls. I love it.
And of course, here we have the utility room.
This
Notice
is
that
the
we have a lot of
utility
cabinets
room,
here
you
as well.
guys.
Also granite countertops and also a custom built gun rack.
Mm. Wow.
15-foot eave heights.
Look at this
And as you can see,
garage.
we foamed it with 2 inches of close-seal foam insulation, and we put plywood on that one wall up to 12 feet. The plywood is very versatile, as you can see, because you can hang just about anything on it.
I mean, this is just amazing. And that's from, let me go back. That's from the top view. Look at that. That's looking down. Because again, these are so tall that you can actually have a second floor and build a second floor for whatever reason you may want a second floor. But it's a definite good use of space and a great view. So imagine finding, a couple of acres out in the country, maybe close enough to a city where you can go get your groceries. 'Cause see, I'm used to living in places in my life where my whole life where it it was 40 miles to get to Walmart. Um, as long as I have internet, I'm okay. But just gorgeous. And again, this can be done under 100K. Now, the question is the financial question, okay, for me is why would I put down $100,000 on a mortgage and to buy a home, in Dallas somewhere when I could take that same money and build a home and not have a mortgage at all? And the great thing is, mortgage insurance requirements are also different as well. You wouldn't have, MIP anymore if you don't have that mortgage. So there's a lot of places in Texas building these. Now, I want to show you guys some additional things really quickly. Give me a sec. Hopefully I didn't. Okay. I want to show you some of these. Okay, and then I also, let me bring up Facebook real quick. I want to show you the real prices here on what it costs to build one of these. So that, let's see here. Y'all know I love the marketplace. Okay, barn dominium. Barn dominium. All right. Now, let me show you guys some of these photos, okay? All right. Hey, what's y'all? You get on my damn nerves, Jason. You know what? Y'all, people be giving Jason a hard time, but don't sleep on Jason. Shout out to it's very difficult for me to say that, but funny at the same time, elderly orgy. He's always messing with me, y'all. Always. But what's up with it, Jason? I hope you're doing well. Yes. My understanding is so you could have these built anywhere, potentially anywhere. Anywhere you'd build a barn, you could absolutely build one of these. And the beautiful thing about doing it in country areas is the zoning laws and those sorts of things. Like you probably will not get approval to do something like this, like in Highland Village or something like that, which is a suburb in Dallas that I've lived in for several years. My kids grew up, they're pretty much Louisville, Highland Village, or whatever. And you would not get approval to do that. But you go out to somewhere, a little bit outside of McKinney or maybe even south of Dallas, and we're talking about, right outside McKinney, it may take you 20 minutes to get into Plano, maybe 30. So it's not unreasonable. You know what I'm saying? It's not an unreasonable thing. So let me show you guys just some photos of some of these barndominiums. We're just going to go through them here and I'm just going to show them, how they are. I really wish I could just kind of like do this like this. No, I don't want to do it like that. Maybe Bing would be a better, hold on. Okay, barn dominium. Bing, I believe, allows you to kind of sift through the photos. I believe, yes. Okay. So I just want to show you an example of barn dominiums. And yes, they're almost like log cabins, guys. They're almost like cabins. And again, $100,000, $50,000, and you can do this. Now, what I really like about this one is the fact that they put brick around it, and it makes it even look more homely. But look at the inside of this. Oh my goodness. Look at this. Can I make this larger? Of course not. Of course it's going to give me problems. But look at that. My goodness. Can I sort this by larger photos, image sizes? I want large image sizes. Oh, okay, never mind. Let's see if I can do it this way. I do not want any search or a strict search on. I want large. See, look at these prices, guys. 14,000. Look at this, okay? 14,000 delivered and installed. Basically, this is they create the guts for you. And then it's up to you to go in and build it out. This starts at 14K. Yeah, look at this. How come these images aren't larger? There we go. Now that's when they're building the shell, right? Look at this. These are barn dominiums. They didn't these are not $300,000 homes. This looks just like a home, but it's of course a barn dominium. And the shell of they even sell the kits that they will ship to you. If you know how to do it yourself, they will even sell the kits. Now, this is a nice, home that it may be smaller than some of the ones we've looked at so far, but guys, this is livable for sure and much cheaper for many who could afford this. And I don't mean to sound rude when I say this, but if you have a family member that may pass away, right? The truth of the matter is that if you were to get an insurance check or whatnot, um, surely you would get enough money to build this, right? Look at that. There's so many options. Look at the inside. Now, the thing I like was saying is my goal would be to get the shell uh built, and I'd be living in the tiny home while that's happening. And once the shell's built, I can start working on the inside, hiring various different contractors to do whatever it is. But and the other cool thing is people give away things all the time, cabinetry, things that can be literally restored and stained and can give a beautiful look. And it's nice to have a truck if you want to pick stuff like that up. Especially if it's still solid. People throw away good stuff all the time. And this is, this does not have to be. I'm pretty sure that this can be done in every state in the United States. But this is just an idea of, um, what's available as far as the types of builds and the way that they build these and that sort of a thing, as you can see. It's doable. It is doable. And I think for me, just from my research, these are the only options I know of that can be pretty reasonable for a woman in her 40s who may not live to be 73 on no damn mortgage. Shit. Now, when we're talking about tiny homes, we're talking about, you know, homes that are absolutely livable. Period. I can live in this for, 6 months, a year, however long it would take me to build out my dream home, barn dominium, whatever, right? They're smaller, of course, but it is doable. And if you're alone, you can especially do that, right? And you can even get container homes. And I'm all about the solar power, baby. My home will have solar power. I definitely believe in that, and especially here in Texas. Uh, y'all, we got plenty of sun. But my thing is this: once I get the barn dominium done, then this becomes my home office. It becomes a personal home office that I don't have to be in my barn dominium home. And, I do a lot of stuff that's sensitive and frankly, a lot of the work that I do, people can't hear the things that I talk about on the phone. They can't see the things I have on my monitor, even here at home, family members. And that is a line that I've never crossed. Family members, even kids, they've never touched a single work cell phone I've ever had. They've never touched a single work device that I've ever had, ever, 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 ever. You have to have those boundaries. And I've always had those boundaries. And frankly, this would give me a very quiet place, quiet space to have my home office. Or hell, I could also uh Airbnb that sucker, especially if I'm in a nice little country romantic area on some waterfront. Exactly. It can be a guest house, an office. There's so much, you know? There's so much. Girl, I'm getting a damn generator. I'm never going through that crap again. Um, the other really cool thing is that as I was looking at apartments and different homes and how much they're costing per month, I was like, this is fucking ridiculous. I can afford to buy some land right now and even the tiny home. Um, and I just think it's utterly ridiculous to pay $2,500 a month for a two-bedroom apartment that is 900 square fucking feet, especially down here in Texas. Okay. It does not have to be that way in Texas. I don't have to live in no DF dub. I can live on the outskirts. So, anyway, I wanted to know, and the reason why I said, financial people, if whatever, what are your thoughts on this? What are your thoughts on these sorts of plans? Do you think that it's better for people to go out and get mortgages at 40 and 50 years old that are 15 or 30-year mortgages? Or do you think that paying cash is always better? And an idea of this magnitude could be possibly something that people who aren't millionaires could possibly implement in their lives to try to get their own property, and to try to build their own space, their own place, their own dream, American dream, so to speak, because I don't think getting mortgages is always uh, the American dream. Just like I also don't believe that you have to go to college to achieve the American dream. You know what I'm saying? There's plenty of people, and I'm telling you facts, what I know for facts. There are plenty of people, I'm telling you, that make 150, $200,000 a year with no college degree at all. They just got a high school diploma or a GED, even, which is equivalent to a high school diploma. But I'm telling you what I know. And maybe it's different because I'm in IT. Now, I'm not saying if you want to be a doctor, you want to do surgeries on people, you want to be a lawyer, uh, that sort of a thing. Sure, I think getting your college degree is a very great thing to do, and admirable, and it's an honorable thing to get a college degree, for all of you who may have it for other reasons. All I'm saying is a bitch like me had 3 kids by 21. My first one, I was pregnant at 15. So I didn't get an opportunity to go to college. If I wanted to, I wouldn't have been able to give it the focus that it would have required. So I'm very thankful for information technology and the boom back in the late 90s and even the bust, because when the bust happened, I wasn't quite sure what was going to be my life. I almost went the customer service route. If I would have went the customer service route, a bitch would still only be making about $15 a damn hour. I'm so glad I didn't go that route. I really, really am. But oh, wow, interesting. And see, I know people with several degrees that are also doing, that are serving people at bars, drinks. I know people with degrees that aren't even using those degrees based on the current job that they're in. Even people that I see in IT, they got degrees in completely different things. So yeah, it's very interesting. And I just have a different thought process on degrees, college degrees, to be honest with you. And I just don't believe they are required to make a life out here. Although I am happy for anyone that was able to get that college degree. And don't think for a second it's because I was lazy or because of I didn't have the same pedigree or whatever as you. Just because you may have gotten one, the fact of the matter is that people have different life experiences. That's basically what it comes down to. You go, whatever, whatever. Get on my damn nerves. They're gonna talk about me after this video, right? You know it. They're gonna be like, Jason was all up in Leak Use chat. She let Jason come in her chat. Yeah, anybody's welcome in my chat. I got an open chat. So yeah, it is what it is. If you don't like somebody, um, block them. Okay. It's really, there is a simple solution. If you don't like somebody, just block the person and you won't have to worry about seeing them in my chat, right? Problem solved. Um, Whatever. No, they say you're the racist. They say you're the racist. But hey, Natalie, but like I've always said that I don't think Jason is racist. I think Jason likes to get under y'all's skin, and I think he's very good at it. And that's just my opinion. And you all can take it for what it is. You all say I'm a racist, and I'm definitely not. For God's sakes, I don't know how I could be racist, being the fact that I'm half black. you know, but whatever. Um, but anyway, racing time and crime. What's up, Media Train? I don't know who Media Trained is, but they've been blocking some very interesting things. Hey, Betty, I'm the same way. I've got now I have to block on my leaku.com, uh, just for content creator reasons. But don't, yeah, I got an account. I got 2,000 troll accounts. That's what they say. Where I have the ability to see everything as well. So Yeah. Oh, wow. So you're Hispanic, yet they call you Hitler. Yeah. I'm telling you, this particular sector, when it comes to racism and things like the key, what it is your skin's not dark enough. That's all it is. Your skin's just not dark enough. So, anyway, much love, y'all. I just wanted to talk about this topic because I felt it to be very interesting and something that I am very much so interested in, and I think I'm going for it. There's no way in hell I'm going to pay, for no apartment at these types of costs, and it's just no, I'm not doing it. Like, I've been there. I raised three children. I've had my share of apartment living. I even the last home I lived in, I had a 4-year lease, and I did that on purpose because I wanted my children. I didn't want any interruptions while they went through their high school years. But now that it's my time to live, my children are grown. They're all doing, their own thing, and it's now my turn to live because I was raising kids, having kids as a kid, basically. But I'm so thankful that I made it, and I'm telling you, nobody can tell me you can't make it from nothing because I'm telling you, I come from nothing, zero, nothing. I mean, nothing. When I lived in that small town, pregnant with my second child, um, I made a good week at the job I had, which was one of the best jobs in the entire town, was me making $120 a week sewing shirts. So, yeah. F that. I definitely, and one day, well, to be honest, income tax time came. I got that income tax check, and I bought a car, and I drove it to Dallas, and it even broke down on the side of the road, y'all. I had just bought the damn car, and it broke down on my way to Dallas. I went and stayed in a shelter for 2 months, me and my daughter, while I was pregnant with my son, and went to a class for free computer training at El Centro College, and that is how I started my life, my adult life, in my career and all that stuff. So it's a very interesting story. I should write a book. People have told me that, but whatever. Anyway, y'all, I'm out of here. I just figured this would be interesting. And, I wanted to, oh, before I go, let me show you guys how much it is to build one of these barn dominiums. Um, Hold on. Let me share this tab. So if you go over to like Facebook Marketplace and just do some digging around or whatnot, you'll find, I mean, of course, people are always playing around with numbers and stuff like that. You could definitely filter, like, I'm going to do like a minimum price of, I'll just do 5,000 just because I know that that should do it. So, and actually, I want it within like the maximum amount of miles. So just because it covers the entire city of. But anyway, look at some of these, and let me just kind of like show you. So here's an example. Barn dominium metal buildings, any size or color, no credit needed. God, who would get credit? Guys, please don't get a loan to build one of these. Just save your money. And if you guys ever need like advice on how to save money, I'm sure we can get someone up here that can give some pretty good advice on how to do that. Um, anyway, this could be as big as an 80 by 200. And they don't have any other pictures or whatnot. But let's look at here's another example, which is quite interesting. All the windows and everything. I don't think I'd want one that looked like that though. Nah. But this is 37K. Okay. The skeleton I was referring to. Now, here's one 1800 square foot barn dominium. All you need is the land. Okay, this is 50 by 36. Let's see, 3 walk-in doors, 11 window framed openings, 2 on center roof truss upgrades in the center. You've got a 6 by, actually got 2 porches, 10 by 50 and a 6 by 22. This is 40K plus tax. They're even offering financing, but I wouldn't. Concrete is not included, but can be quoted by location. And you would want, I would put some concrete down, but I would have to talk to some more experts on that. But I wouldn't even have to worry about that because my husband is an expert in that. And so, yeah, whatever. Here's one 25K. Okay. This is a 25K. These are different buildings. And this looks just like what? This is being used as someone's home. You can see the playground in the back. But this, you could even put more windows in, more doors. Again, you can customize that. This looks just like a home. We're talking 25K. And they build the skeleton out, right? And then they get the skeleton all built out, and then it's up to you. Now, this is a barn dominium kit. So this is 49K. This is a kit that you basically order the and essentially this is like the floor plan. I would think you would probably get an expert in builder, and they may order the kits or whatnot. But here's a very interesting 40 by 40 by 9 shell with a 12-foot wraparound porch with 2-foot center roof trusses. Let's see here. I mean, just you can definitely do something with that. Okay. 48K. Like I said, less than 50. And if you need concrete, laid, that's really not a big deal. Here's a tiny a tiny house barn dominium built on your lot. This is 50K. I'm sure numbers can come down when cash is talking. There is a 4 to 6 week turnaround. They build it on your lot. 25-year warranty on the roof. Um, Mini split AC and heat, sliding barn door. I mean, all these different things. Plumbing will be set up and ready for the septic. Power hookup will be included in the back, a full bathroom. Oh, they're even including some additional things, even front porches, which is, it's a bit of a smaller one, but this is absolutely doable, you guys. And that's what the shell looks like. But yeah, that's doable, guys, and way cheaper. And see, it's not about the 300,000 or even the 200,000 mortgage that you get, okay? It's the fact that you're going to be paying interest on that. You know what I mean? Interest. Barn dominium shell. Now here's one for 13K. Now this is a smaller one, but you could do that. You know what I'm saying? It is livable, and it's not to even mention that you can absolutely build onto that. Here's a $40,000 for that one. But y'all get the point. Y'all get the point. Um, isn't this nice? Longview. Land for sale. Nice little pond area. This is 10 acres of land, fenced, Ready for Animals has a pound located in Linden. Okay. But that's a my only question would be, are there utilities? And I would love a nice little 10 acres like this. I'd have I'd have a long winding driveway. And if I can't do it between trees, I'd plant some and let them grow over time. And my house would sit back a ways. And then, hell, I may mess around and put other you never know what other buildings you may build. Again, you can also lease your land out for animals to help make a little money for yourself if you are in the country. You can also do that. Look at this land for sale 45. What is this? Forgotten vacant lots for sale. Ooh, we didn't I tell y'all 25, 30K for a lot in South Dallas or Oak Cliff? No, thank you, honey. Look, they didn't even give us a photo of the lot because they know it looks like shit and there's trash everywhere. No, thank you. No, thank you. Um, just kind of looking around here. Just kind of looking. There is a lot of land. And look, even $100,000 can buy you a home, a 3 bedroom, 2 bath, older home built built a long ass time ago. But I wouldn't. Would you? Would you rather pay 95,000 for this shit, or would you rather build your own barn dominium? Because you know you're gonna have to put money into this, right? No way. And that's kind of the dilemma, right? Um, for me, it's like I would rather just build my own. Even if you're good at moving buildings, you could get this one for 15,000. Of course, it's just the shell, but that's the fun part because you get to build the inside of it. Anyway, I'm done with it. I'm done with it. Hold on. Okay, hold on. I'll drop the link real quick. Link dropped. Come on through. If y'all want to come through, you feel free. But yeah, I'm just curious, to you financial wizards out there, what are your thoughts uh, on this? Because again, you may get a $250,000 mortgage, but at the end of the day, you're going to pay how much when it comes down to interest? So yeah, I was just curious what you guys thought about that. I dropped a link, by the way. I'm gonna give it just a few more minutes, you guys. And they even have these really cool container homes also, um, that I thought were really cool. Bing seems to be the only one that hold on, let me see who's coming through. Can't spell worth a shit. Okay, let me see. You oh, wait, because I don't know who it is. I think I do, but wait, hold up, hold up. Nope, that's not going to cover it, is it? Wait. Will this cover it? Damn, that's not. You're laughing. Hello.
Hello, can you see my peen?
No, I cannot, and I don't want to. But let me take the banner off. What's up? Leak you is sexy.
Mm.
I would say the white lady or the interloper because we've got interloper nation now. You know, we've built a new. Everybody else got nations and families, right?
I like that white lady. I think that's the best one yet.
Yeah. Well,
Personally,
there's whites,
I think that's
Hispanics, all that. So we got
I
white
like
lady
that white
shirts.
lady.
That white lady.
That white. I like how he always calls you that white lady. That's my
Yep.
favorite.
That white lady.
That
That's
white
just
lady.
hilarious. Exactly. Oh my God. That
Personally,
shit
that's
is
my
fucking
favorite.
hilarious, man. Hold on. How do I get you on here? There you are. Yeah. Wait, what's
Uh,
this shirt you got on? Wait, county jail. What county jail? You are always trolling.
that's the Bear County. That's the
Bear
Bear County
County.
jail.
That's south. That's
Mm,
San Antonio, right?
mm. San Antonio. Uh-huh.
Okay, that's what I thought. Is there any
Somebody.
particular meaning? I'm
Yeah.
sure there
So
is
you
when it
could go
comes to
check out
you.
my. You could go check out my page,
Okay, hold on. Let me go do that. One
and you're
second.
gonna get some receipts. But
Oh,
I wanted to tell you that there's an Instagram page I've been following for over a year. They turned it into a TV show now, and you can get houses for like $25,000 that are like 150 years old.
really?
Yeah, and the thing is, you can sell them. You see, what you're talking about is worthless. What I do for a living, I'm sure you know, is I
Hmm.
buy things that are old and valuable that nobody knows. The person that's selling it doesn't know the value, and then I sell it to
Right.
someone that has money and education and culture and knows the value and wants to pay a lot for it. That's what I do for a living. So,
Got it.
uh, for example, this week I just posted on my community page. I sold two strands of Alaskan Native American glass trade beads for $4,500 just 2 days ago.
Jeez.
Um, yeah, go. I posted the order. So what
Jeez.
I know is that just what I do for a living is I do it every day. Is you got to buy something of value so you could sell it for a lot. So when I look at these houses for the last year and a half or 2 years, I'm looking at something that is a 150-year-old house on an acre of land for 30,000 or 20,000 or 40,000. I mean, it's got issues, but that's an
Hmm.
investment. I mean, you could put a two in front of that in a few years.
That's true.
So
That's
that's what
very
I go
true.
for, is something like that. So there's a couple of them.
Gotcha.
One is called you go look on Instagram. One is called shit. What's it called? One is called Old Houses Under $50,000,
Okay.
and then one of them is called fuck, I can't remember. Let me look on my other thing. I'll tell you, because you should pull it up right now. You'll die. You
Yeah,
should
I'm
just pull it up
I'm
on your screen. You
looking
fucking
at
kid
the
me.
old
I've been looking
at
at it
old
forever, and now they made
houses.
it an
Wow. Yeah, I've got
HGTV
it.
show out of it. Hold on.
Wow.
So you got the cheap old houses. Sorry. So the main one is cheap old houses.
Okay.
Cheap old houses. So I've been following them for a year and a half, 2 years, and now they made a show out of it on HGTV called Cheap Old Houses Under 50,000 or Old Houses Under 50,000, and that one's cool too.
Hmm. Wow, they've got 1.7 million followers.
Yeah, it's way better of an investment. If you could put a one or two in front of your investment in a few years.
Right. Wow. This is interesting. I appreciate this because of course it
Can you
does
hear me?
fall in. Yeah, yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me okay?
Oh, I can't hear you.
There's something going on with StreamYard. I don't know what it is, but there is a known audio issue happening on StreamYard. Come on, you can come back on through, Jason. There is a known issue going on with StreamYard. I experienced it earlier. with True Seeker where audio was cutting off for it happened like 4 or 5 times. So, hey, can you hear me now? I can't hear you. There you go. I can hear you now. Or say something.
Well, you got to go into your audio. You got to hit the echo cancellation in the audio section.
Yeah, but there's like a known issue with the audio. Like the
Can you hear me?
audio's literally been getting, yeah, I can hear you. And echo cancellation's already enabled for me.
Okay.
So I've already got that enabled echo cancellation. There's just a known issue with StreamYard today in audio. It's happened in more than one stream. I've seen it in a couple of streams today. Or people are just losing their audio.
Oh, all right. Yeah, they suck.
Yeah, so it happened right before I even got on this stream. So all of a sudden, your audio will just drop, and then people can't hear each other.
Hold on. You know what? But I have another. Hold on. I have another device. Hold on. I have another device. Hold on.
But we can hear you
I just
now.
got a new one. Hold on.
But yeah, these are interesting homes. I mean, 89
Yeah, but you're
Ro-
all fine.
Rowan, Indiana. Wow, that's a huge house in Bloomington for 95K. My goodness. This is nuts. Okay. Hold on. I'm not sure who that is. Let me put a banner up real quick. Hey there.
Yeah, it's the phone. Yeah,
Okay.
it's because the iPad is phone.
Okay.
I
Got
couldn't
it.
I couldn't hear it.
Okay. But yeah, this is I see this. This is interesting. I had no idea. I
Well,
love houses with wraparound porches. Like, oh my gosh.
so what you got to do is each one of those two that I told you about, go to
Hmm.
the profile because it's very confusing. You got to
Right.
go to the profile itself. So you can't
Hmm.
look at these pictures. You got to go to the top.
Right.
Hit that. I think that's the one. Hit that.
Hmm.
And then there's a directory that they have on their own website where you
Ah, I
get
see.
they're assholes. They both do it. They both want to take you off Instagram to see all the pictures inside and stuff. So you got to
Right.
go every time you see a new one you want. They have no other pictures of it. You got to go to their fucking website for it.
Uh, gotcha.
But it's a great website.
Well, thanks for letting me know about this because this adds another possibility and option to, those like myself that are just trying to make it out here, and we don't
Go
want to
go
pay
check out
half
the
a
other one.
million dollars.
Well, the other
Yeah,
one is old houses. I think it's houses under 50,000 or something. Or old
yes.
house under 50. That's the one that I like because they're like fucking $20,000 houses that are like
Yes,
redone.
that is correct. Old houses under 50K.
Cheap old houses under 50. That one.
Yep.
That one. When you click that one and you see what they're offering there, and
Mhm.
these people, it's like a team of them that are going through the MLS all over the country
Right.
as soon as it hits, so you don't have to do it.
Wow.
And it's way better. So I've been looking at this for a long time. And some of them are like, I mean, you can get some of them. They're like 1830s, 1840s.
That's actually
That's
really interesting. Thank you.
yeah,
I'll
my
be taking a look at this.
it's way better than buying something new. I'm telling you, it's what I do for a living because you can put a
Yeah,
one or a two in front of this investment in a few years.
right.
You put some appliances in, some nice floors in, and bam,
Mhm.
you could put a one or a two in front of that.
You dang right. Not to mention the fact you don't have to worry about having to do it in the country because of the price. You're actually
Oh
capturing
yeah,
some of these homes which are in the cities, which have more of an appreciation value to them.
a lot of these
Interesting.
places within an hour of anything you want, even if they're rural. If you look at it, they're within an
Right.
hour of. you would fucking need. They're in, you know, a half an hour into the mountains from a city or something. That's not a problem.
Yeah, yeah.
That's not a problem, especially with some of
St.
the, you know, some of
Louis
these.
right here.
There's a lot of them that are in upstate New York, but you know, these are cities though that you don't want to be in necessarily. Oh,
Right,
there's one in
right.
Raton, New Mexico. Look at that one. Go down. I didn't even see that one.
Let's see.
Yeah, right there.
Raton. Yeah.
See, Raton, New Mexico is in the middle of
Mhm.
nowhere, but it's one of those cities that's like near some other fucking major city. So that's what most of these are. They're like a lot of them are in Richmond, Virginia area, and
Right,
Pennsylvania, Philadelphia area, and the Syracuse and Albany area, but they're like outside of it. But that's fine.
right.
And some of them are on a lake. There's fucking ones on lakes and shit
Oh,
in the
you're
Great Lakes. They're fucking
kidding.
cabins on a lake for 30 grand, but it's,
Jeez.
you know, it's like it says it's a 3-season cabin or some shit. So give me a fucking break. Put some insulation in.
Right, right. Totally.
Like it's
Absolutely.
not
Yeah,
that
no,
hard.
I'm with
There
you.
are
Yeah.
churches. Look at that. There's churches. There's
Right.
stores. There's
Look at
apartment buildings. It's
this.
all under 50 grand.
This
It's
looks
all
like
under
it was
50 grand.
built like in the 1850s right
They
here. This
were,
is
and they're all under it. Look, 1895,
oh,
and they're under 50 grand. They're all under 50 grand.
wow.
Yeah, man. Way
Well,
better
you
than a fucking
guys just
cardboard box.
well, you guys just got schooled on some additional information here, so that was very useful. Thank you. I'm gonna get my
Yeah,
butt up off of here because I got another live
yeah.
coming up in less than 30 minutes.
All right.
What do you?
Well,
Can I
well,
ask you? Can I ask you a question?
are
It's
you going to
kind
be
of
at the clan
messy.
meeting tonight? Are you going to be at the
Well,
clan meeting later tonight on Zoom?
you get on my fucking nerves. No, I will
I'm not
not
supposed
be
to
at.
talk about it. Sorry, I'm not supposed to talk about
I can't believe you do. Yeah.
it. Sorry.
You get on my nerves. Oh my God. Oh, you know what? It's all good because I get the some of these people, man. They just don't get the humor and stuff. You
They're
know,
fucking retarded.
they
I can't waste my time on the retarded.
be hating on you, Jason, but they love to use your shit. You know what I'm saying?
They
Like,
love to eat what I dish. They wouldn't be eating if I wasn't dishing.
I'm
Uh-huh.
telling you, like they love to talk shit about you, but you be the main person shit that they use
Yeah.
in the
And they all
sector.
make money on me. Damn, do they
Yeah,
make money
it's
on my
crazy.
shit? They be living on my
It's
shit.
crazy. You know, I never agreed with a lot of the stuff. But again, as I've said before, y'all's beef ain't my beefs, and my beefs
Hmm.
ain't y'all beefs. So just because you may have an issue with Jason doesn't mean that I have to have an issue with Jason. Just like with you, Jason, I know you and Sir King don't get along. I like Sir King, and I'm glad, you know what I'm
Well, you're
saying?
not
So,
allowed to like them. No,
well,
you're not allowed to.
I like Sir King, and I love content creators that respect those boundaries because I respect yours fully. You know who you like, who you don't like. But I got a question for you. What'd you think about the whole Dee Dee Loop Loop situation? I had to ask
Well,
you that. Forgive me. I'm just
well,
curious of your thoughts.
I just can't believe how she switches the narrative so much, so
Oh
fast,
my
so drastically.
gosh.
I mean, it went from she got this loving, like soulmate of decades, and they actively are working together, and they're doing
Right.
all sorts of projects on a regular basis together, and then
Ugh.
it goes into, you know what, he's actually hasn't been here for like
No,
15,
he
20
hasn't been
years,
here long.
and
Yeah.
like we're not really working on anything. I basically, like, I do stuff on Craigslist that I use with the leftover equipment that he left in the shed when he left, when he the things he couldn't fit on the private jet to Poland. And so he's dying, and I'm just waiting for him to kick the bucket. And
So I
I,
can get his
my
social
juices are,
security.
and I'm looking for anybody that'll give it to me. And look, I found someone, and he loves me, and I love him, and he could get it if he wants it. And I'm gonna take a
Mm.
red eye over there, and that's my baby daddy. All you bitches are jealous because we're in the DMs and we're talking and we're touching and we're zooming and and then it's like, I didn't want him. He's abusive. I don't know that man. I barely spoke to that man. I
Oh my
never was interested.
gosh.
You all trying to make this into something that it's not. I'm like,
Mm.
bitch, this is the course of 3 days. Like, how the fuck did you do all that? That's some
Man.
crazy. That's a
It,
mental illness.
that lady, she be really, really, really going like a million miles an hour. And
She's on I believe she's on some sort of an
what if
inebrium.
she's just like ADHD or something,
No,
or something like
no, no,
that?
because no, because no, because there is no down. She's down for about, I don't know, 5 or 10 minutes, and then she scream. You drop out to go to the
Oh my
bathroom and get back
gosh. The
screaming at the top of her
crying
lungs
and
again.
stuff. Oh,
There's no down. There's some sort of an extra little oomph in there that she's got
right.
that's keeping
Right.
her going, and
No,
she is Looney
it's
Tune.
nuts. I just had to ask, and get
Well,
your
when Shalina did that thing about Raw changing all the personalities,
mm.
I was like, this is why they're friends. This is fucking why they're friends.
Right?
Because she refers to herself in the goddamn third person constantly. She's constantly talking about Gigi darling this and Gigi darling that, and then the class culture, and then the
Oh my
hearts of
God.
gold, and then
Oh.
I'm like, what? Who are you even? Who are these entities? Are these
And
all
then
in your
she'll
head?
start crying and shit out of
Oh, and
nowhere.
because out of child abuse or anything that's somewhat and it's just crazy. And she don't sleep, so that's why she's all cranky and shit.
She never, and the titles, like, I don't even understand what
Wait
the
for it.
fuck I'm reading half the goddamn time.
Wait
Like,
for it.
what?
You gotta wait for it, but you can wait all day because she ain't getting to the point. Whatever. All those shows are the same. Ain't no one of them makes sense at all.
Oh, shit. Oh,
None
man.
of them
It's
are
a
about
fucking
anything.
train wreck going on over there. I'm
It's
telling
all
you.
about her bragging. The whole fucking thing is her telling you how fabulous she is, and it never stops.
With that pink, like, Party City wig that she wears on her head.
I
Wow,
just
man.
I think she's really needy, and it came off really clear with this guy. He was the subject of it,
Right.
and it's just all just you're jealous, and you all wanted him, and I got him, and that's what's making you so jealous. Is this juicy pussy has him and yours doesn't, and he wants me. I'm like, damn, he didn't even say nothing but
Yep.
hello.
Yep. Yep. Exactly.
You just
Wow.
said hello, bitch. What is wrong with you?
I don't know what's wrong with her, but man, a lot of information sure came out. But I thought did her and Ra fall out for a period of time?
No, no.
Okay, so that wasn't true. So somebody wasn't being honest.
Correct.
Because I heard that, and I was like, really? I find that hard to believe, but okay.
No, they did not.
Okay.
Absolutely not.
Thanks for
No, what
confirming
happened
that.
was no. What happened was that that was attempted to be made a thing, and it wasn't a thing.
Yeah.
And they just she talked down to Raw.
Wow.
Raw took it like Raw always takes it.
Right. Right.
And TC was trying to be like, "Oh my god, I can't believe she talked down to Raw, and Raw just isn't having it." No, Raw had it just fine. Raw took
Ugh.
that shit like always.
Yep.
Because if there's anyone abusive, it's Loop Loop.
Oh, absolutely.
She's super
Absolutely.
abusive,
She's super
but she's
abusive,
always talking about
allegedly.
who's the narcissist, who's abusive. We won't let
I get
anybody
so
finish a
sick of that
sentence because they're all
word.
narcissists.
I get so sick of that word. They're always trying to diagnose people as sociopaths and psychopaths and narcissists. And I'm just like, have you ever looked in the fucking mirror?
They're all narcissists, and nobody can finish a sentence.
Ever.
Like you can't ever. Nobody's ever had a conversation with her where they ever got their thought out.
Yeah. Yeah.
And she's
It's
just
nuts.
batshit crazy, full of all sorts of manic energy, like a certain other crazy person that I'm dealing with. And that's why they teamed up. They all understand each other with their crazy third person identities they call themselves, and all this
Right.
weird, characters and shit in their own fucking delusions that they are, and their fabulousness, and their crew, and their army, and their nation, and it's just crazy. Like,
I'm
and then
so glad I
and
don't have a crew. I'm just Interloper Nation just because we have but it ain't like that. We just call ourselves that. But we ain't got no group thinking. We're not, doing things as a group. We just do it because hey, if y'all love it, I love it. I'm gonna take the
Well,
hate, make it great, you know?
yeah, I support Interloper Nation.
I appreciate that. I
Yeah, where can I
appreciate
send a cash at?
that. Cash, what is it? Dollar sign leak you. I'll have to create an Interloper Nation one, but
Oh
it
yeah.
ain't all that serious. But we got merch and I'm working on adding some more things.
Well,
So
I just wanted to tell you that tonight. I mean, not that you're coming, because of course you're not coming. But tonight at the meeting, we're discussing how uh, being called a racist is actually a term of endearment that we've reclaimed, and it's acceptable for white people to call each other racist. But anybody of another race that does it, they're not allowed, and that's racist.
you are too much. You are
I'm serious.
too damn
We've reclaimed the word.
much.
We have reclaimed the word. You're not allowed. You're not allowed to say it if you're not.
I will not be attending any any
Okay.
meetings
But all right,
tonight.
I'll let them know. Let them know you're being black tonight.
you know, I know there's some of y'all are out there just shaking your heads like, oh, they're just so disgusting. You know what? Fuck y'all. Fuck all y'all. Y'all are the reasons why we fuck with y'all like this, frankly.
Yes, y'all need to go fuck a dog
Yeah, go fuck yourselves.
and then eat
Shit.
it.
But yeah, let me get my butt off of here. I got what,
Okay.
15 minutes, and I've got a live I've got to do here
Okay.
regarding Grown Folks TV.
Well,
So
thank you for having me on
hey,
on
I
on your show.
enjoyed it. Definitely come on again. Don't ever be shy of coming over to my platform, Jason. I don't care what people say.
Oh,
Everybody
thank
has
you.
their own relationships with everyone,
Thank
and
you.
I'll definitely drop down. I've been there before, but
Thank you. Would you like to write a letter for my stalker case?
oh my God, I will so not even go there right now, publicly.
All right, I'll talk to you at the Zoom meeting later.
Yeah, let's talk privately on something like that
Mm,
because
mm,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
All right.
So, all right, I'll chat with you
All right.
later.
See y'all later.
Thanks,
Thanks. Bye bye.
Jason.
Bye
Bye.
bye.
I actually should have said thanks, elderly orgy. He'll get, he can get me in a lot of trouble sometimes, but the truth of the matter is, I don't give a fuck. I know that he's, I've never believed that he was a racist. I believe that he does things to get under you all's skin, and you all let him. And, he has his own beefs with some of you guys, and it is what it is. But me and him don't have any issue with each other. And and I know there's going to be a swamp rat, who's going to probably try to say something, but you better shut your motherfucking face, bitch, because I got you on a recording saying, "Oh, so I'm gonna get Jason the ducks, Demetri lit all day and all that old hoe ass shit, like he's some kind of do boy. He ain't your fucking do boy. Who do you think you are?" I was just like, huh? Anyway, shit. And then I also got the screenshot of your email communications with them. So don't sit up here and act like you ain't never communicated with Jason. Y'all act like it's a sin out here to communicate and talk to this man. And I know and I understand that there's different reasonings as to why, but I think that, I think I understand more than anybody, because y'all call me racist. Some of y'all do, and I'm not. I'm half black. It's stupid. It's pathetic. It's ridiculous. So I realize how easy it is for you all to throw labels on people. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. So anyway, I'm done with that. I'll see you guys in a few more minutes. We're gonna talk about hold on just a sec. 1 second here. Yeah, go ahead. No, no, set it over there, Ben. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right, thanks. Okay, sorry about that, guys. Yeah, we'll be back here in about 15 minutes. I'm gonna highlight Grown Folks TV. Shout out to ZX. I would like to show you guys, an interaction that we had last night on his platform, and I'm looking forward to showing that to you guys and discussing and going over that. So I'll see y'all in a few minutes, and y'all have a good rest of your day. Bye, guys.